All right, yeah, good everyone. Today we want to look at this question: 6 raised to the power 2n plus 1 times 9 raised to the power n times 4 raised to the power 2n over 18 raised to the power n times 2 raised to the power n times 12 raised to the power 2n. So we want to simplify this thing to the lowest term. That's what we want to do now, using the rules of indices. Now, before I break everything down, first thing, we're going to break all these bases. Check all the bases. We're going to break them down to their lowest term. We'll break them down to the lowest. If two things can multiply itself to give that number, we use those two numbers and so on. That is first we're going to do. Before we go into that, let me first show you something. This let me first work. Let me just tell you something about that, which is we have a 6 raised to the power 2n plus 1. Remember, if we have a raised to the power m plus n, is sent here as a raised to the power m times a raised to the power n. I don't know if you can still remember that. When we said a raised to the power m times a raised to the power n is equals to a raised to the power m plus n. So we can also rewrite this one this way. That's what I'm trying to say. So this 6 now is the a, 2n is representing m here, then 1 is representing n. That's what I'm trying to explain. So if I have something like this now, if I have 6 raised to the power 2n plus 1, I can also write it this way: 6 raised to the power 2n times 6 raised to the power 1. This and this are the same, interchangeably. So taking note of that is very, very important. So let's go into the work now. From that explanation, now we can move on to resolve this question. Because it's just you apply the rules of indices, that is all. So the first thing we are going to do here now, let's first simplify this. So this will be equal to, see that first, this okay, let me use 2 times 3 for 6. Can I use that? Okay, let's first simplify it. We have 6 raised to the power 2n times 6 raised to the power 1. That's for this one. That is 6 raised to the power. You pick one of the add up the power, something like give you this. Then times 9 raised to the power n times 4 raised to the power 2n. Then over 18 raised to the power n times 2 raised to the power n times 12 raised to the power 2n. That is the first thing. The next, let's break all the bases, especially the one that have n as their power, into the lowest term and lowest term. So let's go. 6 now, we can say 6 is, this is, that 6 you are seeing there is 2 times 3. That gives us 6 raised to the power 2n times, we have 6 there already, look at the 6 here. Then times 9 can be 3 times 3. 3 times 3. Or 3 square self. Because a 3 square will give us 9. 3 square is simply as 9. That is power n times what will give me 4? 4 this thing 2 square is simply as 4. Raised to power 2n. Then over 18 will be 18 is 3 times 6 is equals to 18. So we can do 18 as 3 times 6, something like 9 times 2, which is 9 is 3 square times 2 will give us 18. That is power n times 2 raised to power n. That one is the lowest term of that. Then 12 can be 4 times 3, which is 2 square times 3, because 4 is 2 square. Then raised to power 2n as well. So this is what we are having now. because of space, let me see if I can just manage this space. So it's not manageable. So let me just try and see if I can clean up the top side. Let's see if we can clean up this side. Now we can write the stuff here again. So that we know what we are doing here. So you just try your best to know how to use the rules of indices. That is the major thing. You have to know the rules. That is all. Once you know the rules, you are good to go. You are good to go. I think we should just manage it this way now. Just manage it this way. So let's go now. You use this power to open the bracket. That is the next thing. Just use power to open bracket. This power will affect this first power here. Will affect this and this. That is the next thing. Will affect these two. So let's go. So that we are going to have this for this first one. We're going to be having 2 raised power this power here, which is 2n, times 3 raised power the same power, 2n, times 6 times 3 raised power this and this will multiply. Just multiply those power 2 times n, that is 2n, times this and this will multiply 2 times 2n, that is 4n, 2 raised power 4n, then over what are we having here? The downside. This n we also put this bracket to affect these 2 terms inside. So we're going to have 3 raised power 2 times n, that is 2n, times 2 raised power n, times 2 raised power n again, times the same thing. This power will put this 2 bracket to affect these 2 things. So we just use 1 to 4 multiply this power here multiplying this power. If you have 2 powers, you multiply each other. So 2 times 2n, that will give us 4n. That's 4n, times 3 raised power 2n, 3 raised power 2n. So let me see if we can cancel out some stuff now. Let me see if we can cancel out some stuffs. So finally, if we cancel out some stuffs, let me write the remaining one there. Remember this one can go with, is there any other 2n there? Okay, there's supposed to be n plus n will give us 2n. So we have not gotten it there yet. So let me leave that first. There's no 2n yet. But we have 3 raised power 2n. This can go with this. Like 3 raised power 10. Look at another one. This can also go with this. They cancel out. Then this can also go with this. That will cancel out. So that's what we have for now. Then what will be left out will be 2 raised power 2n times 6 over 2 raised power n times 2 raised power n. That will be 2 raised power n plus n. This is what we have it for now. Although we can also say this 2 raised power 2n cancel out those two, but I don't want to go straight forward. That's why I want to do it gently so that you will follow. So let's move on. So we're having 2 raised power 2n times 6 over 2 raised power n plus n. This one give us 2 raised power 2n times 6 over 2 raised power 2n. So this will also go with this. Then the answer will now be 6 left. So that will become the final answer. So that becomes the final answer. Please ensure you like this video. You can rewatch it again to understand it better. It's just you don't know how to use the rules of indices. That is all. Just learn how to use the rules of indices. You're already good to go. So thank you. You are blessed. Ensure you subscribe and also like and share this video. It's free to do that. Thank you.